The Scaredy Horse. Angry Storm 2. There were 3 chickens who once overcame a fear of a storm that was quickly starting to draw near. They were little at the time. Of the eggs, they were barely out and had no idea what to do. A random stranger reached out and gave them advice that helped them get through. Then they grew up, getting older by the day. As they grew up, they got bolder, by the way. They explored more and more of the land on which they stayed. As they explored, they met a horse. The chickens thought it odd that this creature just ate hay. This horse that would bellow and bray every time the farmer tried to pull him out through the gate. The chickens could see in the horse's eyes the same feeling that they had when that storm had arrived. They could see in that horse's eyes and tell that this horse was afraid, but afraid of what they could not say. Just that he didn't like it when the farmer came and said it was time to try again to get the horse to let him get on his back for a ride. They decided to go up to the horse and see what they could do, like their older friend had done before on that fateful night he had helped them get through. "Hey there, horse, what is your name?" the chickens called out to the horse with the long brown mane. The horse again did bray, not sure what to say, not even sure who would be asking him something in that way. "We are down here," the chickens hollered again. The horse looked down and finally saw the strange chickens. "The farmer calls me Chicken," the horse replied to their question. A quiver of fear was in his voice. He was scared he was being tested. "What a strange name," came a thoughtful noise from one of the chickens who wasn't sure what to think. "You don't look like a chicken. Is that your name by choice? I just don't see why they call you that. Could you explain the link? I can't see why Chicken would be a name for you, anyone would think." "See, the farmer wants me to give rides," the big horse began to reply. "But I'm afraid I don't have the strength to do what he wants me to provide. He wants me to put something on my back and strap it to my sides, and when he does, he straps it up and it feels awful tight." "But you're so big," the chickens thought, unsure what to decide, why this horse would be afraid to give anything a ride. "You are so big and strong, and your legs are so long. We've seen you run farther than we can hear. We've seen you run for hours. When you do it all without losing a bit of power. What is it you fear that will happen when the farmer comes near?" The horse took a breath and sighed a long sigh. "I'm afraid I'm not strong enough to give the farmer a ride. I'm afraid he will fall if he slips off one of my sides. As I start to run fast, I get scared to crash and hurt the man who feeds me and brushes my behind. I do believe if you want to achieve what it is the farmer does ask, that we can help because we once felt scared of a storm rolling past. We know how you feel, and we know you can heal. You just need some help for the task. We can be your family and help you through this, can't we? Get over your fear at last." The horse looked down at them, not sure if their point he did miss. "But you're so small, and we look nothing alike. With that statement, I mean no offense, but to say we are family is a little bit like calling an elephant a fish." "Family isn't always blood, and I promise we take no offense," the chickens answered with a tone of deference. "I know to some it may not make sense, but sometimes the best families are the ones you get to pick." "All right," the horse said. He was gaining a measure of respect for these 3 brave chickens who would stick out their neck for a horse that was nothing like them. I mean, horses don't even pet. "Here is how we help," the chickens explained their plan. "We will fly onto your back and give you a smack with our rings since we don't have any hands. Then we want you to run as fast as you can, take off quick and run for the sticks, and that's the start of the plan. You don't have to worry about us getting hurt if any time we start to fall, because with wings we can glide through the dirt, coming gently to a rest and all." "How will this help me?" the horse had to ask, though he wasn't trying to sound mean. He didn't understand what this task had to do with it. "If you get used to us riding on you, then we will find something heavier. You can work your way up until you can do, without even getting sweaty, or anything the farmer wants to put you through." As soon as the horses agreed, 2 out of the 3 chickens flew up on his back. The third, you see, slid behind him and gave his bum a whack. The horse took off and was scared at first, but he heard the chickens hollering. He could hear them having the time of their lives with no fear at all of falling. After he stopped, he realized how easy it was to ride with them. Now it was time for something heavier, they decided to tell him. They went and they got some help from the flock of chickens that had once helped them. Pretty soon when he took off, he could carry them all, and never once did one of them fall. His confidence grew, and in days he knew the next time the farmer came to call that he could do what he needed to do. He just had to trust the farmer could hold on. When the farmer came, he went on out the gate. He gave no fuss when the man tied the straps, though he was fearful for the farmer's fate. Again, he began to think, what if he gets hurt? But then it was too late. The farmer got on his back and gave him a whack, and he took off as fast as he could. Then the farmer gave out a holler, excited because the horse finally had done what he should. The farmer was so excited he gave the horse some treats and brushed him down extra at the end of the ride. The chickens all praised him for his feat, which made him feel full of pride. He gave the chickens some grain to eat as a thank you for helping him fly. Not that he could fly, but he got over his fear, and that was the point the whole time. The horse cried a tear, then gathered the chickens near to thank them and give them some grain as a sign. He thanked them profusely for helping him become useful and teaching him about family in a way he would pass on in the future, because he knew that he could pass on that effect someday. He had learned from the chickens that family can mean whatever it is you need it to be. Sometimes it's blood and those like you, and sometimes your family you get to choose. The chickens and the horse were teammates forever, of course. Every day they rode and played. The chickens had fun and taught the horse to run, all because they were brave. The end. What did you learn from this story about compassion and courage? Compassion is an extreme care for others, something or someone. Compassion is just letting the part of you that loves things in the world come out. If you like something or someone or want to help people, make sure you show them that or tell them every day. The more you do for others, the longer and better friends you will be. Do you think the horse would have overcome his fear if not for the care and compassion of the chickens? What are some things you can help people with to let them know you care? Courage is about feeling fear and understanding that maybe it's just because you're unsure and you need to take small steps to reach your goals. Be the best teammate you can be. Be the best at being you.